Hello, it's Vanessa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing I guess it's like a full face under $30. So I have my cheapest drugstore makeup products. I researched everything and made sure that what I'm putting on my face is under $30. Whatchamacallit, I didn't go to the store and buy fresh new makeup. I just researched the cheapest stuff that I had and made sure that it was under $30. So I thought I would just give this like a shot. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm acting kind of crazy, I just donated blood today. On campus they had the blood mobile, so if I look kind of pale, if I'm kind of shaky, if I sound kind of weird, I'm still I feel sick from donating blood. So let's just hop straight into the video. So I started cutting corners because this is like a full face for only $30. So I didn't buy a primer. I didn't want to use one of my primers, so I'm just going no primer. So when you're on a budget, I guess just go no primer. Just freeball it. Go no primer. So I'm just going to go straight in. I have all my stuff in like a little bag. So I'm going to go straight in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I have the shade Golden Beige. Brushes don't count in this for me because that would be impossible. So I'm just going to use the same brushes I would always use, but I'm using like cheap products. So I'm just going to spatula this on my face. Oh, there we go. Hopefully that's an even application. Now I'm just going to take my Real Techniques complexion sponge. I wetted it. And I'm just going to bounce this all over my face. Okay, so the next thing I got is concealer, and I hope I'm not cheating by using two shades of the concealer. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I have a lighter shade and a darker shade. Obviously, I like the lighter shade than the darker. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh my god. Okay, so the lighter shade is in Light Ivory, which I believe is like the second to the lightest shade. And then the darker shade is in Creamy Beige, which is legit like 2 shades darker than my skin tone. This one's like 4. This one's better for highlighting. This one is just, it does a good job at highlighting, but it doesn't like really brighten like what you're trying to highlight. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I hope I'm not cheating, but what I do is I use the what is this called? The Light Ivory under my eyes. So I use the Light Ivory under my eyes, and then I'll go in with Creamy Beige, which is just like a little lighter than my foundation, and I'll highlight everywhere else. Okay, there we go. So that's how I highlighted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up my ring fingers and then pat out my concealer with my ring fingers just for a little bit of blending. Now I'm going to blend everything else out with my Real Techniques complexion sponge. Okay, so there we go. I have my concealer blended out on my face. Now, I also cut back on powder. I personally can cut out powder. I don't really crease. I'm 19. I don't really have that many wrinkles, so going no powder, no like setting powder or foundation powder is fine for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my brows and then my eyes, and then I'll go onto my bronzer, blush, and highlight. So for my brows, I have this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit in the shade Ash Brown. Now, I believe this only comes in one shade, which sucks because I can't use the dark shade in this. It's too dark, and I have like black hair. Like, I have really, really, really dark hair. I actually use the light brown in this, and then this white is like, it looks brown now because like the fallout blended in it, but it's just like a wax, and I don't use a wax, but it comes with this little brush, and it comes with, where did they go? I can't find them. Oh, here. It comes with these little bitty tweezers. It's so adorable, but I'm going to use my own brush. I have my own angled brush, so I'm just going to, oh, and it like, a mirror slides out. You see? So like you can do it with this mirror. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so there we go. We have brows on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my eyes. So I didn't buy any eyeshadow either. I didn't buy any eyeshadow palettes. I don't personally have an eyeshadow palette that I know will work amazingly for like my eyes. Like mattes that blend well and stuff like that. I want to try like this City Mini palette that Makeup Shayla collabed with, but I haven't gone to the store to buy it. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this Milani XL bronzer that I'm going to use on my face to contour and bronze. And I'm also going to use some of my eyebrow powder. I'm going to use that eyebrow powder. And then also on the lid as like my shimmer, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. So first, I'm going to go in with the bronzer. And I'm going to go in with like the lighter shade, and then I'll go in with the darker shade, and then I'll go in with the lighter shade of the brows, and then the darker shade of the brows, and then finish off with the highlighter. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is a LA Colors blending brush. I'm just going to take that and just put that in my crease as a transition shade. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the darker side of that bronzer, the one that I hit pan on. And I was using the Urban Decay Naked like little brushes that come with it. Now I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Naked Smoky brush, the one that came with the Naked Smoky palette. I'm using this as my mirror, so I just took the brush out of the palette. I'm going to go in with the lighter shade that I used for my brows with the fluffy end, and then with the pencil brush end, I'm going to go in with the darker shade. Now I'm going to go in with the pencil brush side and go in with the darkest shade. Okay, now that I have all of my matte browns in the crease, I'm going to go in, and on the outer corner, I'm going to go in with the Precious Petals highlight from Wet n Wild and the flat side of the Urban Decay Naked little brush that comes with one of the palettes, and just apply that on my eyelid. Okay, there we go. So there is my eyeshadow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off my eyes. So everything that I did to the top part of my eye, I am going to do on the lower lash line, but I'm not going to pick up any extra product. So what I mean by that is I'm going to start off with the skinniest brush to the fattest brush, which means the darkest shade that I use to the lightest shade, and just use whatever is left over on my brush on each side and kind of like smudge it on the bottom lash line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like liquid liner. I'm not going to do a wing because I want people to actually see the eyeshadow that I did. So I'm not going to do a wing, but I'm going to go in with this. This is the L'Oreal Carbon Black the L'Oreal Liner Intense in Carbon Black. I'm just gonna put this on my like top lashes and then just leave it like that, not do a wing. Now for mascara, I'm gonna go in with this Jordana Lash Extreme. It's super cheap, so that's why it's in here. And I'm just going to do my top and bottom lashes. I'm going to go in with my bronzer. So like I said, this is a Milani XL bronzer. And I'm just going to kind of just use the the light side and contour and bronze my face. And this is a Real Techniques contour brush. Okay, so there we go. I have my bronzer on. Now I'm gonna Now I'm going to go in with blush, and this is a Sonia Kashuk blush in Pink Rose, number 14. It's just a matte pink blush. I wanted to use Milani, like, Rose de Oro or something love, something amor, but I didn't want like shimmer that has like, that's baked, so it has like kind of like shimmery, glowy, not really glittery, but like glowy, and I wanted something matte, so that's why I used this one, even though this one is, I think, like $1 more expensive than the Milani ones. But anyway, I'm just going to use this Bobbi Brown brush and apply this to my cheeks. Okay, and there we go. I'm almost done. The last thing I'm going to do is this e.l.f. Shimmer Gloss. This is just like a $2 gloss. It's super cheap. I was cutting it close with like my face products, so with the $30 mark. So I just thought, do the cheapest thing you can do for a lip gloss, and this is the cheapest lip product I have at my house, so I'm using it. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips. And there you go, guys. Here is the finished look. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this challenge. This was the full face $30 and under challenge. I did everything, and everything I used on my face, sorry, my neck is itchy. Everything I used on my face is $30. Like, it adds up to under $30 or $30, you know what I mean? Not like each product was $30, because then I would be using my Born This Way instead of like this photo focus. But anyway, the photo focus works amazing. I forgot to highlight my face, so I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Precious Petals to highlight my face, and I'm using this e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush. It's just like a domed brush to highlight with. So that just gave me like a pretty light, like soft sheen. So there we go, you guys. I am finished with this look. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and join my appreciation squad, and like this video, and make sure to leave a comment, a question, or any concerns that you have about this video. I would really appreciate it if you take the time out of your day to do all of that, because I take time out of my day to make content for y'all. So guys, please make sure to check the down bar, the description box, whatever you would like to call it, for all of my social medias, all my coupon codes, and a list of everything I used in this video. I would really appreciate it if y'all check that out. So guys, remember, it's Vanessa. Bye!